millions of people wake up feeling tired. They struggle through the day, desperate for focus, only to dread the night that follows. This persistent exhaustion is not a moral failing, it is a chronic physiological debt. Many turn to quick fixes, cycling through expensive supplements, sleep teas, or becoming reliant on prescription sleep aids, yet the problem persists. They tell themselves that deep restorative sleep is a matter of luck, or something lost to the pressures of age and a busy life. I am here to tell you that this widespread belief is the biggest biological lie we tell ourselves. Sleep is not a mystery that happens to you. It is a perfectly predictable, controllable hormonal and thermal transaction that happens because of your actions. If you are struggling to achieve true deep sleep, the kind that rewires your brain, clears your mind, and restores your cellular energy, the reason is almost certainly biological, not psychological. You are unconsciously hitting the wrong switches in your body's intricate control panel every single evening. Today, I'm going to show you the 3 non-negotiable biological switches you must flip to reclaim your sleep naturally without dependence on medication. You do not need a sleeping pill. You just need to understand the function and timing of 3 core hormones, master the simple, powerful 4-7-8 breathing technique, and set your bedroom to a precise temperature, 65 degrees Fahrenheit. These are the 3 science-backed triggers, verified by modern neuroscience, designed to unlock your deep sleep potential, even if you've suffered from chronic wakefulness for years. Stick with me, because what we are about to decode is the fundamental science of deep rest. We must begin this journey by diving into the quiet, invisible battle for your brain that unfolds every single night. This is the war waged by your 3 most crucial sleep hormones as they fight for control of your consciousness. Decoding the 3 hormones, the stress spike. For high achievers, parents, and stress professionals, the primary enemy of sleep is not the outside world, but an internal agent: cortisol. Cortisol is famously known as your stress hormone, the chemical agent of your fight or flight response. Its primary job is to inject adrenaline and glucose into your system, sharpen your focus, and keep you alert in the face of perceived danger. In a healthy circadian cycle, cortisol levels should naturally bottom out just before bed, allowing your body to transition seamlessly into rest. However, the harsh reality of modern life means that for most people, cortisol spikes dramatically, often late in the evening. This is because your brain, specifically the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal, or HPA axis, cannot distinguish between a charging bear and the tense email you checked at 10 p.m. That blue light-induced anxiety and cognitive arousal is a massive cortisol surge, and it effectively slams the door shut on your sleep window. It is the reason why many people routinely wake up around 3 a.m. feeling anxious, their mind suddenly racing with the next day's schedule or unresolved conflicts. That 3 a.m. wake-up is a classic cortisol spike, signaling a stress feedback loop that must be managed. We must aggressively manage this hormone, and the first offensive step is simple, yet often ignored: the 30-minute screen rule. It is not an arbitrary suggestion for better mindfulness. It is a direct biological requirement necessary to protect your melatonin. Melatonin is the timekeeper, the general commanding the sleep process. It tells your brain and body that night has arrived and it's time to wind down. It is the biological signal that initiates the sleep cascade. The central problem isn't usually a physical lack of melatonin in your system, but its profound suppression by artificial light. Blue light, emitted by phones, tablets, and bright LED screens, operates at wavelengths between 446 and 477 nanometers. This specific short wavelength light is absorbed by special photoreceptors in your eyes called melanopsin. These cells report directly to the suprachiasmatic nucleus, your brain's master clock. By checking your phone or watching TV in bed, you are forcefully signaling to your pineal gland, the melatonin factory, that it is high noon, instantly halting production. If you want to achieve natural deep sleep, your primary focus should be on creating a buffer zone of darkness and calm for at least 30 minutes before bed. Dim the lights, use warm, red-spectrum bulbs, and ban all electronic devices from your immediate bedroom environment. By doing this consistently, you allow your body to naturally ramp up melatonin production, priming your brain for efficient sleep initiation. Finally, we arrive at serotonin, the often forgotten hero of the hormonal trio. Serotonin is your happy hormone during the day, controlling mood, digestion, and overall general well-being. The critical insight here, the one most people miss, is that serotonin acts as the raw material for melatonin synthesis at night. Your body requires a healthy supply of serotonin produced during the day to successfully manufacture the sleep commander melatonin when darkness arrives. This means that if you neglect your serotonin levels during the day, you are actively undermining your melatonin production at night, regardless of how dark your room is. How do you optimize this process? The solution is counterintuitive. Get light exposure first thing in the morning. Spending just 15 to 30 minutes outside in natural daylight or near a bright window helps anchor your circadian rhythm and kickstarts your serotonin production. This provides the essential foundation for a healthy sleep cycle hours later. Sleep science confirms a profound truth. The quality of your night depends entirely on the activity and light exposure of your morning. The immediate biological switch mastering 4 or 7, 8 breathing. We have established that cortisol spikes are the #1 cause of nighttime wakefulness and that pervasive, tired but wired feeling before bed. The fundamental challenge is finding a way to instantly and dramatically lower cortisol and interrupt that stress signal without reaching for an external sedative. The solution is the 4 to 7 to 8 breathing technique. This scientifically backed method is not merely a relaxation trick. It's a direct neurological hack that flips the switch from your sympathetic nervous system, your anxiety and action mode, to your parasympathetic nervous system, the critical rest and digest mode. Think of the 4, 7, 8 as the ultimate self-administered stress hormone reset button. The technique works by engaging the vagus nerve, which runs from your brainstem down through your abdomen. The vagus nerve is the main neural pathway of the parasympathetic system. By controlling and slowing your breath, you signal directly to this nerve, instructing your heart rate to slow down and your stress response to stand down. Here is the exact protocol for maximum effect. Find a comfortable position, either sitting up or lying flat in bed. Empty your lungs completely through your mouth. Close your mouth and inhale quietly and gently through your nose for a strict count of 4 seconds. Hold your breath for an extended count of 7 seconds. This critical pause allows oxygen to fully saturate your bloodstream and maximizes the calming process. Exhale completely through your mouth for a prolonged count of 8 seconds, making a gentle whoosh sound near your teeth. The elongated exhale, the precise count of 8, is the single most crucial step of this process. Exhaling for longer than you inhale activates the vagal brake, sending a powerful, unmistakable signal to your brain. You are safe, the threat has passed, and it is time to fully relax. This action immediately helps to lower your heart rate variability, HRV, and completely interrupts the cortisol stress signal pathway. Practice this cycle for 4 full breaths when trying to fall asleep. The power of the 4, 7, 8 technique lies in its instant, measurable effect on your physical physiology. By focusing on the intentional, rhythmic breathing, you are overriding the brain's hyperarousal state, giving it a tangible, iron mechanical task to focus on instead of anxiety. You are directly reducing the flood of cortisol that keeps you tossing and turning for hours. We integrate this practice seamlessly into a behavioral strategy known as stimulus control therapy. This therapy provides the non-negotiable partner to your 4, 7, 8 breathing. If you find yourself in bed for more than 20 minutes without falling asleep, you must get up. Do not stay in bed tossing and turning, worrying about the time, which severely conditions your brain to associate your bed with wakefulness, anxiety, and frustration. Instead, get out, go to another dimly lit room, practice the 4, 7, 8 for a few minutes, read a physical book, listen to soft music, and only return to bed when you feel the heavy, unmistakable sign of sleepiness return. This process is about consistently retraining your brain, ruthlessly strengthening the association between your bed and deep, peaceful sleep. The 65-degree biohack, the secret of SWS and REM. The third and arguably most neglected biological switch we must flip is temperature. It turns out that setting your bedroom to a cool temperature is not just a comfort preference, it is a profound physiological necessity for achieving true, deep sleep quality. The mechanics of sleep initiation are tethered directly to your body's thermoregulation. Sleep begins when your core body temperature naturally drops by approximately 1 to 2 degrees Celsius. If your bedroom is too warm, you severely inhibit this essential cooling process, actively preventing your body from transitioning smoothly into the deepest, most restorative phases of sleep. The consensus from major sleep research organizations, including the Sleep Foundation and the Cleveland Clinic, is astonishingly precise. The optimal bedroom temperature range for adults is between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, or 15.6 to 19.4 degrees Celsius. The ideal setting is consistently cited around 65 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 degrees Celsius. This cool temperature is non-negotiable because heat is a massive, silent disruptor of your sleep architecture. Specifically, heat reduces the duration and quality of two critical stages: REM sleep, the stage critical for creativity, memory consolidation, and emotional processing, and slow-wave sleep, SWS, the deepest phase where physical restoration, cellular repair, and growth hormone release occur. If your body is forced to expend metabolic energy cooling itself down all night, it simply cannot allocate that energy to fully enter these crucial restorative stages. This explains why you can technically clock 8 hours of sleep, yet still wake up feeling foggy, unrestored, and physically drained. Your SWS and REM cycles were shortened or fragmented by a bedroom that was simply too warm. To implement this biohack, simply turning down the thermostat 90 minutes before your target bedtime is essential. However, here is an advanced, scientifically verified strategy to maximize this core temperature drop. Take a warm shower or bath about 90 minutes before your bedtime. The warm water initially causes your skin's blood vessels to expand, a process called vasodilation, bringing heat to the surface of your body. When you step out of the warm water, the rapid exposure to the significantly cooler ambient air causes your core body temperature to plunge at an accelerated rate. This rapid and exaggerated core temperature drop is a powerful signal to your brain, effectively tricking your body into initiating the sleep sequence earlier and deeper than usual. Today, we have dismantled the myths surrounding insomnia and broken down the science of sleep into 3 manageable, powerful biological hacks. You have learned to manage the hormone war by proactively protecting your melatonin production from blue light and setting the stage for serotonin synthesis first thing in the morning with natural light. You have mastered the 4-7-8 breathing technique, a direct, pill-free neurological override that instantly lowers cortisol, calms the vagus nerve, and activates deep relaxation. And you have discovered the non-negotiable 65-degree biohack that optimizes your physical environment for the deep, restorative, slow-wave, and REM stages necessary for physical and cognitive repair. By understanding and consistently controlling these 3 mechanisms, hormone timing, vagal breathing, and thermal regulation, you take back full control of your health. Sleep is no longer left to chance. It becomes a powerful, predictable system of self-restoration. My challenge to you is simple and focused. For the next 7 nights, will you commit to the 65-degree temperature rule or the 4-7-8 technique first? Choose one simple habit to implement tonight. Share your initial commitment and any subtle shifts in your sleep quality in the comments below. We believe the smallest consistent changes truly yield the deepest, most life-changing sleep. Now, if you want to know how to further support this entire system through nutrition, specifically which 5 vitamins and minerals act as the essential raw materials for your body to naturally produce melatonin and serotonin, then click on the video link that is on your screen now. That video is the next logical step in optimizing your deep rest system from the inside out. Thank you for seeking the science of better health and deep rest. Implement these simple, powerful habits tonight, and I look forward to continuing this health journey with you in the next video.